So a quick preamble for the video you are about to see. I was supposed to release it on February 13th, the same day TGV released his. He released his around 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. I was going to go about an hour and a half, 2 hours later. Stacked approaches. And well, by the time it came time to release my video, guess what? The watch was pretty much sold out. So held the video back. So today you're going to see my video on the TGV Squale Sand Shark collab. The first 50 pieces are gone, sold out. That's what happened a couple weeks back. Now today you're watching this video. There are 50 more pieces available on the website for sale. Once these 50 sell out, there will not be more. We only made 100. So hope you enjoy the show. That's why now when you watch this video, some of the stuff will kind of be out of order chronologically. But now you know. Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. Time for the third Squale and TGV collaboration model. Their first collaboration piece. So I've been honored and very thankful to be able to be the sole person who sold, the seller who sold all three of them. The first one was the 1521 Lion Shark. We had the sub 39 no date. And now today, what is probably the most affordable one to date, this is the 1545 Sand Shark edition. It's a limited run, limited to 100 pieces. By the time this video comes out, I will have 50 of them. The remaining 50 will come in due time. I have a feeling these 50 will sell out. So if they do, put your name on the wait list, and the second batch of 50, when they come in, you'll get an email, you can order them, but enough of that. We'll get into the watch. I think it's really cool looking. For my own wrist check, I am sporting the Islander Sands Point with that blue wave dial. It looks so cool. And the Amerigraph ISL 200 with the silver dial. I've been wearing these two watches. Well, I'm definitely wearing this one for a long time now. Ever since it came out, I'm in love with it. So comfortable. It's really awesome. And grab and go quartz. Every so often, you just don't want to open the watch chest and see what's running. So you just grab this one off the top. Let's check out the Sand Shark. So here we go, the Squale 1545 Sand Shark collaboration piece, limited edition. Call it what you want. As I said in the opening, I got 50 pieces now, actually 49. This is one of them. This is the photography sample. So kind of this guy doesn't get scrapped, but it'll go somewhere. Don't worry about that. Maybe my wrist, you never know. Another 50 will be coming along. The only thing this video will not address is price. By the time it's published, I will know, obviously, so I'll put it down in the description. If you follow my newsletter, if you don't, you should. Link at the top of every page, LongIslandWatch.com. You will know that that Squale announced to me that there will be a price increase on February 15th. This model is released on the 13th. I'm not sure where it falls. Obviously, it's new pricing. It's a collab, limited edition, so I haven't quite figured out what the price, straighten out my logo. Haven't quite figured out what the price is going to be yet, but I will get there, obviously, by the time it's for sale. And I'm sure TGV is doing a much better video on his channel, so certainly check it out after you buy it, because I don't know how long it's going to last. 40 millimeter diameter case, so standard 1545 case. Beautiful, classic 1545 case. They're case makers first, remember that. Before they made watches, they made cases for the top names in divers. 12 millimeters thick to a flat sapphire crystal. We are 48 on the lug tip to lug tip. We are on a 3-link brushed bracelet, polished sides, solid end link, solid link, sized with screws. A 4-position micro adjust flip block deployant. There is a diver's extension buried in there. Oh, let me show it to you. I should have unwrapped it. So you say, Mark, this was a photography sample. Why is the clasp still wrapped? Well, because it's been sitting on my desk waiting for me to film, and because it's like sitting like this, I just don't want the clasp to get scratched. So flip block, friction. There is your diver's extension. Actually, I'd already deployed it. It snaps into, I didn't get it. There we go. Snaps into place. 4 positions on the micro, as I said. Size with screws, I think I said it. If not, I'm saying it again. Beautiful integration into the case. It is a 20 millimeter lug width. So obviously you dress it up with different colored straps and stuff, leathers, nylons, whatever, but the Squale OEM bracelet fits it wonderfully. The crystal does have AR on the inside. It is 300 meters of water resistance, and the LE number is embossed on, or etched on the case back, not embossed. This is number 45 out of 100. As I said, this one was the photography sample, and will either go on my wrist or, yeah, don't worry about it. 190 grams is the weight on the bracelet. So let's go into the watch. So I'm not sure, definitely in modern Squale. Is the bezel straight? No, sorry about that. Definitely in modern Squale. This is the first gilded model I've seen in 1545, I'm pretty sure. Definitely the older models did, like before I started with them, like we're going back to like vintage times. But it's a beautiful 369 dial with yellow gold hands and markers. Shark teeth, thus the name Sand Shark. He'll go more into the stuff on that in his video. Dial is beautifully done with the in gilt, with the Squale logo at 12. The Von Buren family crest, Squale name underneath it, and then we have the Urban Gentry logo, the lion on just above the 6 o'clock position. Excellent loom, which we'll get into in a minute. The bezel is 120 click unidirectional ratcheting bezel. You just saw me ratchet it one notch. It is a deep burgundy color, just like, I'm trying to get a photo. I should have worn my 1521 TGV watch. I did not realize I was filming this today. Schedule things happen, but it is a deep burgundy bezel insert. It is aluminum. It does match the kind of like the 1521 that we did together. The reason why it's not ceramic is because of the Pantone that specifically picked by TGV. Can't really make it in ceramic. I don't know if people know that. When you look at a red ceramic or various colors, those are very, very difficult and expensive to formulate, mix, get consistent, get right, not crack, etc. And if we did something like this in ceramic, it would blow the whole price of the watch out of the water. As I said, I believe this is probably, yeah, it should be. Like I said, there's 3 collabs. Definitely the least expensive of the bunch is going to wind up being. Even the 1521, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, whenever that was, definitely. Beautiful crown, easy to grab, just like the new 1545 crowns. Screw down. Oh, I skipped over all this, I didn't even mention it. So it's a Sellita SW200-1, but it is a no date. Sellita, interestingly enough, does not change the product number when there's no date on it. It's just called a no date Sellita, but there is no date ghost position. Look, I'm changing, oops, there's a delay in my display. I'm changing the time, 1 click out. I'm winding it 1 click out. So there's no ghost, no nothing. Pretty cool. Let's see, I'll put it on my wrist in a second. I think I kind of went over everything that I wanted to. It's really, really nice looking. Love the black, gold, and burgundy. Squale, as TGV reminded me, and I'm like, dude, you don't have to remind me. We met over Squale watches, you know, all those years ago. It's probably now 2014. I think it should almost be 9 years. He bought a 1521 off of me. I had no idea who the guy was. It was shipped and sold without my knowledge, obviously. Sold and shipped, I should say. And shortly after he did a review on the watch, we sold like 7 in a weekend, which back then for me was a lot of watches. I guess, yeah, it probably would still be a lot of Squales in a weekend for me here. But anyway, I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I get an email from him, very well thought out, this and that. We forged a friendship. I realized he did a review on the watch, and that's what, you know, caused the fury over Squale originally. But so this is really cool that they're honoring him yet again with another collab piece, which is really beautiful looking. Let's do the loom, let's do the wrist, and let's stop talking. Yikes, scary loom. Looks great. Totally, the fringe loom you see around that my finger is kind of going over, that's just reflections in the crystal. The dot on the bezel is done as well. I didn't mention this, the bezel itself is done in gold relief. So obviously that does not loom up, but it looks awesome. Let's see how it is on the wrist. Smashing, as he might say. Looks great on my 6.5, 6.75 inch wrist. Plenty of room on the bracelet. And I think that's going to wrap it up for us today, folks. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you the new Squale TGV 1545 collab piece. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, concerns, anything else, you can put it down below, and I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.